In only 50 kilometers from Fergana city, one can unveil Rishtan, a district famous for its people who have been enriching the art of pottery for generations. Historical recordings show that even 800 years ago, potters in Rishtan preserved handicrafting traditions. Pottery is an ancient art of creating a miraculous beauty out of clay. That is for no reason, because it is the soil of our land that comprises a soulful mixture of generosity, honesty, prosperity, abundance, goodness, and beauty. Uzbekistan is home for a number of pottery schools and centers. Rishtan School, particularly, saw the rise at times of country's independence. In here, a plethora of well-known families who continue to work on their craft. Pottery is a subtle art. One has to be connoisseur, possess perseverance, and patience. Alisher Nazarov too, just like his ancestors, strives to bring elegance to his vessels through selection of colors, swirls, and decorations, while propelling long-existing traditions. Every potter feels the soil the moment he touches it. As one squeezes the soil in hand, he feels the structure, the density, its compatibility to produce a piece of art. If absent, then it's useless. Rishtan is steeped with red soil. In local language we call it hokisort. We used to have at least over 10 developed pottery schools and centers. Some enthusiasts could even tell its regional belonging by looking at the body of work. They would say, it was made in Rishtan, this one in Khorezm, the other in Rizhdawan. In Rishtan, clay is usually made of soil and water, 50% proportionally equal. No other components are mixed. It requires patience, perseverance, and persistency to revive a long-lasting, but forgotten to an extent, traditions to build vessels by hands and create a piece of art out of clay. A single vessel, one can guess easy to make, actually goes through different stages, from extracting the soil to firing at high temperatures. Certainly, when we extract the soil from quarry, it comes in layers. The one that is applicable for pottery comes after deleting the top layer. In Rishtan, to reach it, sometimes we have to dig up to 2 meters. The soil sort of lures you. You can see it. It's of the same color. Then it's hard to extract it. It sticks to solid substances. It needs to be peeled off. Clay is the main resource. The better its quality, its tendency to be fired, the better the body of work, its look. You can tell by the way it shines. While preparing the soil, one has to be careful with the number of spins. In local language, it's called parakursha. One throws the clay on the ground and kneels it with feet. Then clay's shape might remind you of flower. A potter has to knead the clay in the same trajectory over and over again to ensure faster air output. This is how clay is made. Seldom one can change clay's shape once it's formed. Interestingly, the clay would listen and obey potter's orders.
Üstüge quloq solganday kutib turadi-da.
While spinning raw material, a potter has to be very attentive. One has to apply creativity, skill, and experience in bringing vessels into life. Potter's wheel allows you to apply the head, hands, and feet simultaneously. This helps you with concentration. Once potter has his mind focused, it's easier to see outcome product clearly, its shape and size. The head is building the coat, hands are executing it, while feet are assisting. A person working on potter's wheel shouldn't be distracted. One has to be always focused because his thoughts are mirrored on vessels. There are artisans who do not work on the wheel. There is a potter who built a piece out of clay, an artist who decorates the vessel. Fruits of the labor, household items, statues of national heroes, candlesticks, and pencils reached their customer. Mentor-mentee tradition preserved in Uzbekistan gave birth to many professional potters. This is the profession that embodies craft and art. Not only it has a financial value, but also traditional, cultural, educational. We are at drawing stage now. Before applying the ink, we need to think of flower that would fit the plate. For instance, I have just depicted the peacock. Drawing two matching peppers, the flower is in the middle, swirls applied on the sides. A drawing can also portray a pepper, knife, pomegranate, muslin patterns and more. An artwork should match the size of the plate. People of Uzbekistan have always cherished potters' work and the contribution they made to the development of country's pottery school by embracing four divine eternal elements: earth, water, air, and fire. That is the reason why the craft, inherited from our ancestors for generations, has survived and flourished these days.
Men masalan hozir sillash jarayonida
out of plants called qirqbog'im and ulo. Collected at foothills, I prepare the slurry. Eventually, the process becomes recurrent and the mass comes out identical each time I tap my hands. As I dive in my hands into the slurry and take it out, I start counting the number of droplets falling from my fingers on the ground. If I count till 9, then I might need extra water to increase it to 13. If the number rises to 15, then I will extract the water from slurry. That is the only way to make it identical to the previous piece of artwork. And then I put the plates into oven. The process has to be carefully watched. Although you can see the temperature figure, you still need to keep an eye of the pattern from distance. Watch how every flower takes its shape and plate.
Harorat chiqarib, nimani harorati, gazni harorati oqaradi.
You will be mesmerized by the diversity of decorated plates on the wall and teapots laid on the shelf. If potter wants his or her artwork to sing, he has to produce it with passion. You give all your heart and love to the craft. Something that comes with love and passion and never disappoints in quality. But it also takes dedication and sacrifice of sleep hours. We need to put in work. No time to have rest. Youth of Uzbekistan is a treasure when it comes to new ideas. We need to listen to the ideas, but give them right direction and help when needed. Their time has become. We, the people of Uzbekistan, the potters, need to help the president of Uzbekistan.
Zamonasiga davriga keldi, endi ham vaqti keldi. Biz ham endi xalqimizning oldida, yurtboshimizning oldida biz ham kulollar o'zimizni ko'rsatishimiz kerak.
Our nation has been using ceramic tableware for centuries. Exhibits preserved in the museums are the proof. Uzbekistan's independence allowed to revive and ameliorate the art of pottery. A tourist arriving to Rishtan will be impressed by potters' artworks. It is fascinating to see clay becoming a body of work that represents different regions of the country. This comes as a result of potters' love and care for the craft. My heart fills with happiness when I see my children and mentee follow traditions. My grandfather was a potter. That is why I spent my childhood playing with clay, as if I would build something out of it, reminisces the potter. From generation to generation, masters have been passing the secrets of pottery to their mentees. Plates, bowls, pots of different sizes, painted into brass, and ultramarine made potters from Rishton known worldwide and propelled to international exhibitions and famous museums.